Oh my. Oh, ew. What's going on?
This is a very controversial moment in wrestling history, but I felt like we could get some good banter about it. The Katie Vick incident, or I don't know what you. It's just a sick time in the wrestling business.
Yeah. Was this during the DX? What did they call that era? Attitude era?
It's kind of like the tail end of it, and some people could consider this to be the death of the Attitude Era.
I was going to say this is probably why.
Because this is where they were like, okay, we went too far.
Are they trying to just be edgy? I mean, because it was a really dumb segment from what I recall. Now, I have not watched this probably since it aired. And I just remember my reaction being, I don't even know what they just did.
That was a lot of people's reaction.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we've done some weird stuff in ECW, but nothing. I mean, the crucifixion angle, I think, is the most horrible angle I've ever encountered. And that's just me. My likings and stuff, but this thing was bizarro. Like this made no sense to me. Why would they even do something like this? This and the hand, when they gave birth to the hand, it's just a weird pattern of angles that they were trying to get over, and I don't think they worked.
The hand thing was goofy and it was silly. The context of it was
weird.
Silly. It was weird. I'm not saying it was normal.
Like, why?
But
I don't know.
This is just, it's hard to define where they put this in. Did they think it was funny? Did they think it was compelling television? Did they think it was furthering an angle? You know, like where they at? But this is 2002. So again, post the invasion. So they've started to bring on a lot of the guys that weren't in the company the year before. This is like when Scott Steiner gets there and Bischoff, and then Hulk Hogan come yet? Yeah, Hulk Hogan was there. You know, The Rock was in it. So they were in a major transition period. But this is also, and I don't know if you recall this. Do you remember HLA when they did that?
Yes.
Hot lesbian action.
Yeah, wasn't that Stephanie McMahon was involved in that at one point?
At one point, yes, she was.
But she didn't do anything.
She didn't do anything. They like teased that she was going to be attacked by these lesbians, but but they did HLA as a segment of where they're like literally saying like, we're doing this to draw in the men. Like we want them to tune in and see these.
Who were the girls?
Out. No, mostly probably strippers that they hired. Okay. There was nobody. The one memorable segment the HLA lesbians got was Umaga was part of the 3-minute warning and kicked the shit out of one of the girls where they took them out. They came and attacked the ring, and Umaga kicks her so hard in the gut she flies backwards.
I wonder if she was like from OVW or if she was
I don't know.
a random that didn't have any
I think she was just a rando. This was stiff as shit.
Wow.
And yeah, but it was same era. So this is to perhaps further the Kane Triple H storyline.
Okay.
That Kane, in his backstory, which already involved him killing his parents in a funeral home fire, now was also the murderer of his girlfriend in high school named Katie Vick.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot the backstory, but I know I watched it and I just didn't like it. I don't think I did.
So this was also during the burial of all the guys who were on the way up by Triple H. This is where he pedigreed everybody back to
because they didn't politic backstage.
Yes, it was. It was famously Kane, Booker T, and RVD, who every one of these guys was over to the moon, and as they said, was pedigreed right back to the mid card.
Okay. Good to know.
All right, here we go. So we're going to watch this Twisted Sick segment in 3.
I'm going to click the link, but I might have an ad, so go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
It's not even up. Oh. Nope, I got it. Oh, okay.
Is anyone here?
Oh, my.
Okay, so we're in a funeral home. And
whoa, it's me, Kane.
Triple H is dressed up as Kane and
Big
complete
Freak
with
Machine shirt on.
complete with his t-shirt and mask.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like a funeral home.
Now, from far away, Triple H does look like Kane.
Oh, that's Triple H.
Yes, that's Triple H.
Ah, okay.
So now you know why the humor is a little twisted.
Got it. I forgot. Oh, Jesus.
You look so good.
Ew.
He's approaching the casket.
Dead. Then you did alive. You know, Katie, it didn't have to be like this. You didn't have to die. If you'd have just given me what I wanted, if you'd have just let me touch you, Katie, in that car, you'd have just let me touch you.
Kane crashed his car after a high school party where Katie died.
And got off the road, and you would still be alive. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Don't.
He's talking to the corpse.
You would too. You would still be alive, and it's your fault. That's right. That's right. It is your fault, and you know it. Because I loved you, Katie. And you didn't love me when you were alive because I was
so bad.
Freak.
Folks, if you're listening to this, her mouth is wide open, and I don't mean Katie Vick, I mean Francine.
Maybe I should do what I've always wanted to do. You want me to?
We're almost 4 minutes into this segment.
I thought you'd never ask me. I understand now.
Is that a mannequin in there?
I mean, I think it's Katie Vick, personally.
Who's Katie Vick?
Katie Vick is the corpse.
No, but I'm saying there's not a real person in there, is it?
I mean, I'm not seeing what the casket looks like, so.
It's good to have them free, doesn't it? Oh, yes, it's.
Oh, okay.
God, I hope your kids don't walk into the room.
I feel like I'm watching a bad porn.
I'd be honest with you, some of our parodies we've watched are much more sculpted and put together better. But Triple H very sculpted, looking very good.
Yeah, he looks pretty good there. I missed that line. Somebody popped for it.
I'm gonna give you what you want.
What's that?
It's her bra? He took off her bra.
Oh my.
It's just not the most fucked up thing. Oh, what's he got now?
Oh, I'm going to. Yeah.
Took off her panties.
I'm gonna give you what you want.
He's smelling her panties. Oh!
Tell me.
And I mean, what was so funny about that? I didn't find anything funny in that segment.
I remember watching it at the time and thinking like, this could be the first time I've ever been embarrassed to watch wrestling in my life.
Was there a payoff to it? Like, do they take the mask off and realize it's not Kane? Do we find out that it was? So why wasn't that Kane in that shot? Why
I believe Kane, because it was a Triple H mocking Kane for murdering his girlfriend, and I believe the next thing when they come back from commercial is Kane talking to the audience and explaining that it was an accident when he killed his girlfriend. He didn't mean to. Oh,
okay. So I don't remember that part. The fans knew that was.
Yes, the fans knew that was Triple H. Yes.
Okay.
But where did the angle go? Is what you're asking. Triple H beats Kane at the pay-per-view, takes his Intercontinental title, and moves on to the next feud.
And there's no mention of Katie Vick, no mention of anything.
Nope. Okay. Never again. So it was all for that. They killed the momentum Kane had come back from an injury with. Pedigreed right back down to the mid-card. There's your politics right there.
He did it all for the nookie.
Yeah, he did. But, you know,
That
but
took me.
that's one of the things they've always said about Glenn Jacobs. He does whatever they ask.
Right.
He's been a part of that company for 25 years plus,
Right.
you know, and he has been handed a ton of shit by creative, and he's survived it every time. And this, he came back from, I think it was like a bicep injury or something, hot as a pistol, a whole new look. He was in great shape. And this was the first thing they put him in, was fucking his dead girlfriend in a casket.
Yeah, I mean, like Isaac Yankem.
It fits with that era.
It's okay, but he's a solid worker.
Right.
So he was always able to rise above because he's a solid worker. I feel like the Kane character initially got the rub from Undertaker.
Right.
Okay. But he proved that he could stand alone as Kane, even if Taker wasn't in the picture. And the fans got behind him for that. So I feel like even though some of these angles were really shitty, like this was I think this might be the worst angle in the history of professional wrestling. Like, this was really bad. As far as like someone like Kane goes, when we talk about enjoying their time there, I feel like he's always been taken care of by that company. There's certain people that praise WWE that have always said their time there was wonderful, and you know, they've never badmouthed the company. There are people out there like that, but the majority of people that have worked there aren't as positive in their review. Right. So I just feel like, you know, I'm not saying Kane had to politic, but he's friends with the right people, and his talent got him over, but also he was in, you know, with the clique, so to speak. And I'm not talking about the
right people.
The right people in the office. Vince McMahon loves them. You know what I mean? It's like it's different. It's different for someone, you know, like me walking in out of nowhere, or like a Kane. You know, not everybody's going to have the same experience, but I think there's more negatives than positives.
This is one of those things. This is one of those things I've never asked him about.
Oh, Katie Vick?
I've never even broached the topic.
I would. If he's never going to come on, but if he were to ever come on the show, I would totally ask him, what did you think about this angle? Because it's dreadful. It's real. I mean, it's
really bad.
It's disgusting. It's not funny.
No.
I don't see any of it's potty humor, and I don't see any of it to be funny. And there's boys' locker room humor that I can get behind. Like when we had Jim Florentine on the show, and I told him, I said, as a woman, I find you funny. You know, some of the things are like a male point of view, but I can honestly say it's funny stuff. You know, this kind of thing is just stupid.
Very stupid.
I just, and for me to laugh at it, I'm not laughing at it because it's funny. I'm laughing at it because it's just like, this is
your reaction was priceless to the removal of the bra, removal of the undies.
I'm just, you know, it's just poor taste and just dumb.